So I think we could start here maybe with stealing some ideas from Andrea. I think it was very nice in the other session when we started just saying who we are, in what circle we are, or what are we contributing to deep funding. So I would say we could start with that, just a quick moment. We would just say who we are, what we do, and then we choose someone here on the audience to say the same thing. Um, Within this open agenda, we're probably gonna have a presentation from Monica if all is right, but I don't want to pressure her. And we're gonna meet a little bit about Monica and what she's going to do here within deep funding. But before that, let's start with that presentation. I can start. Well, hello everyone, Rafael here from Lisbon. I'm currently one of the leads for the event circle. And yeah, and that's about it. We can keep it short, but you can say something more if you want. Juan, are you there? Can you present yourself? Or JP, if you prefer. I guess. Ooh, JP is currently busy. All right. Okay, JP, if we can come back to you later, please don't forget to tell us something. Rojo, are you there? Can you speak?
Yeah, for sure. Hi,
Thank you.
Rojo here. I am one of the leads in the Operation Circle. I basically try my best to make people's life easier by automating stuff and just providing whatever information people need in general.
Awesome, awesome. Can you nominate someone now?
Yes, for sure. Andrea, I see you on my screen. If you can talk.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Rojo. Well, I'm from the Dev Outreach Circle. Currently, we're having a hackathon, an upcoming hackathon, and I help coordinating and I don't know, some documentation. And yeah, I think that's what I want to share.
Thank you, Andrea.
And I choose Sucrin Spice.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Sucrin Spice, one of the coordinators for the review circle. Yeah, so what I basically do is coordinate the reviewers to get the milestone deliverables reviewed and in for payment. So that's about it. So I'm going to nominate let's see, Monica.
Hi everyone, are you hearing me? Yeah,
yes.
Well, I'm from Brazil and I received a special invitation to be here, and I think I will talk about it later. So I'm very glad to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Can you, I guess, maybe nominate, I guess we have Ubio left, Judith, and
Ubio,
Leah.
please. Ubio.
Yeah, hi everyone. Ubio here. I'm the Deaf Outreach Circle coordinator. Also a member of the Deep Funding Focus Group. As a coordinator, I help in the Deaf Outreach Circle. I'm trying to give direction on what the developer outreach circle should be like, how we can attract the best talents into our ecosystem, and how we can build amazing projects through these guys, right? And my job as a member of the Deep Funding Focus Group is to think about decentralization, think about how policies and issues that are going on in the ecosystem affect every other person. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ubio. I guess I'll start with the
Yeah,
nomination.
I nominate Judith.
I have too much background noise. I can't talk currently.
Okay, we could hear it fine, but no worries. Well, let's go. Tobias, can you talk? Just tell your name, a little bit about yourself and what you do in deep funding.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon from this side. My name is Tobias, and I'm a part of the review circle, and I guess that's what I can share now.
All right. Thank you, Tobias. Miss Adi, I guess you're the one that's missing, you and Mayor. I'll leave Mayor for last. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everybody, I'm
Hello.
Miss Hardy from the review circle and also a member of the documentation work group. Nice to meet everyone here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mayor, I guess you have the last word.
Hey, yeah, a mayor, member of the event circle, member of the documentation work group. I'm also co-leading the operation circle. And yeah, I guess I'm having a lot of tasks to do. But yeah, that's all you need to know about me.
Well, thank you. And thank you everyone as well. I think it's good from time to time to know what everyone is doing, also for us to coordinate between each other and to, if you have a question, if you need help from any circle, you know who to speak with. You have these calls, you can raise your hand and even start any kind of collaboration or any kind of question as well that you have for any circle. So yeah, today, just for a little context and before advancing with a presentation from Monica, Jan and Rafael are traveling to the ASI Summit in Thailand, Bangkok. So Jan said that he might be able to join us a little bit later. So let's see, while Rafael is not able at all. He's currently on the plane. So today we have the space to talk about whatever we want without any worries. You can, you can just speak freely, and we have a smaller audience. So that can be actually pretty good to have more involved conversations. So if you want to say something, just raise your hand or even unmute yourself. Feel free. Monica, if nobody wants to say something, would you like to tell us a little bit about you, what you're going to do here with deep funding, and what are your ideas for the future?
Okay, but first I need a little comprehension about my English. So thank you if you help me sometimes. But okay, I did a little presentation that I want to share here. Can I?
Yes, you're just made you co-host, and you should be able to share with no problems.
Let me see here. I think it would be good to be clear. Wait a minute. Here. It's okay, everybody see?
Yeah.
So I received an invitation from the other Rafael that lives here in Ribeirão Preto, Brazil. And he told me something about the deep founding and the goal to make the community grow and not grow, but grow at its best. So I'd like to talk a little bit about how I see this community, and then talk a little bit about the growth proposal, and then a little bit about me. That's okay. So first of all, I see this community as a live and organic organism. And for me, the character that's very special and important to be this life organism is to be decentralized, self-management, interdependence, dynamical, adaptive, evolutionary. And the other hand, it's very important to have some needs that is sense of belonging, autonomy, accountability, diversity, collaboration, and common good. So we are talking about a part of a field that is a structured field, a system, and the other hand that is culture and relational field. So I see this organism and this deep founding and this community with some identity, like a human being. So it has their history, their story, their past, their needs that it's important to hear in the present. And it's very important to see the future vision, the dream. And for me, I see like that when you say community. And growth, for me, it's increase and improve connection. And increase, it's easy. Increase it, get more people into the community and remain in the community. And it's very important, and it's connected about their needs in the present and the purpose of the future. What dreams I want to realize together. So that's increase. And the other hand, improve connection could be a lot of things. So I need to hear from you. What is a best connection for you? How can we improve our connections? Because it's everyone will have a point of view and a needs about it. Because for me, the best connection has these needs. It's important to have security. Is this a space, a safe space that I can make a lot of wrong and mistakes and say something wrong and do something wrong, and it's okay. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay because I will not be judged. It's a safe space here. So improve connection for me, it's the first place is to have a safe place. And then proximity, we are proximity with each other. Can I see everyone? Can I know that I can be helped for anyone? And joy for me is important, and learning and contribute is important. So that's the other hand. And all of this, the most important for me about this goal is to cultivate trust. And I'm talking about 3 kinds of trust in 3 fields. The first one is in ourselves. And I will say that I'm a psychologist, so for me, it's important to look inside in this inner world. So truth in ourselves is the first place that we are invited to go. And it's the first onboarding that we should have. And then trusting each other, and then in this team, and then trusting the system. It's a very different system. It's not unique system, but we need another kind of mentality and a mindset to be in this ecosystem, to be in this decentralized, I don't know this pronounce, okay, but you can have Rafael. Decentralized, you understand? Yeah, that's
decentralized, but everyone understands.
Decentralized, that's it. Yeah, someday I will learn about it.
Right.
So it's something new, and we have to learn about it, because in our unconscious mind we don't know. We need to practice. So I put here, and I told about, and I have spoken to Jan too about this Rose proposal. The first one is to a mentor, our good system mentor in this organization, and the other is a facilitator. In the first one, the mentor, it's how can we think about this structure field and relational field and cultivate some principles and functioning that it's important to build this trust in the system and to help this system to be more adaptive and evolutive. And the other is to help the practice and experience and types of meetings that improve these connections. It's being on this meeting and talk to you and listen to you and make some questions and co-create together this space of improving the connections for this trust field, not only in ourselves, but each others. So that's the things that I'm thinking about, but it's not happen if it not makes sense for you. It has to be sense for you. And I'd like to hear from you after my presentation. What do you think about it? And if it is necessary, if you want to, in a way, do something like that, cultivate this trust field and this kind of new connections or something like that. And that's it that I thought, and I put here something a little bit about me. I'm from Brazil, Ribeirão Preto. I'm a psychologist, and I used to say that I'm not a psychologist, but specialized in complex system. I'm a psychodramatist, writer, speaker, coach, system consultant, system constellation, mindfulness and nonviolent communication facilitator, collaborative management facilitator and art design, mentor honor the Elos 360 degrees. I'm a COVID widow, 40 years old, mother of 2 dogs, Gemini, love to laugh with my friends and have deep conversation. Love nature, travel, music, dance, learn, yoga, meditate, spirituality, art, natural foods, dark chocolate. I love this. And over 20 years of experience in evolution of people and organizations. And I love to talk too, so I need to be, I need to pay attention because I love to talk and I love to hear and I love to connect and be connected with people. So for me to be here in this ecosystem, in this community, it's not a challenge, it's something that's aligned with my purpose of life. That it's to to be awake and to help people to be awake, to open your hearts, your minds, to get better connections and to be aligned with their own nature and true nature. And that's it. I think I talked too much, but it's okay. So for me, it's more important, it's to hear you. What do you think about it? And it makes sense for you? And do you want to be in this kind of journey? That's it. So I think it's a great experience.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Monica, for sharing your ideas and sharing as well a little bit about yourself, right? Which is very nice to know. So just for a little bit of context and to understand it better, so your role would be something within deep funding, more focused on the circles and on the people on the circles, working with them, trying to connect them between different circles, but also understand exactly what they want to do within deep funding and within the community and what is best for them moving forward. Is that it? Something like that? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, and how they can work with each other and connect with each other in the better way, something like that. Hi, Jan. I'm seeing you. Good to see you again.
Wait a minute, I watched my Microsoft. Yeah, great to see you here. I didn't want to miss that special occasion, so I just jumped on quickly. I haven't slept last night, and I've been walking through Bangkok all day, so pretty tired, I would say. But yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Have you
My
already
presentation
yourself?
board. Yeah, you can see it later.
Yeah,
All
we just had an initial presentation from Monica. She told us a little bit about what she wants to do, our vision for a role, and our contribution to the funding as well. I don't know if you want to add something, Yana, you didn't saw it, but if you want to add some context, you're also free to take that initiative. And then we can go for questions, guys. If anyone has questions here, I think Monica would love to hear that. Would love to hear also maybe more about our experience or something like that, right?
I noticed that there are not that many people today, which is a pity, I would say. So for me and Raphael, that makes some sense. Raphael is somewhere on the plane. But yeah, wonder where all the other people are. Yeah, from my context, I've been talking with Raphael a bit about how great would it be to have somebody who would be looking after people and help the onboarding process and make people feel comfortable and help afterwards to avoid that we become a siloed organization of circles, but motivate that network being created. And it might be that the focus group will also play a part in that, but that needs to crystallize a little bit. But I also said to Raphael at some point, or at least I thought it, I'm not sure if I said it out loud, this would be great to have, but would be very difficult to find the right person for that. So yeah, then a week later, Monica was there suddenly, and yeah, you seem perfect, Monica. So I was really, really happy to encounter you and to find you motivated to help us in these areas. And yeah, I think you could do a great job and be an important success factor. And a success factor is maybe not even the best word, but an how should I call it, a comfort factor or a benefit factor or something that will make everybody feel more rewarded by working in this organization. And I'm not just talking about tokens or money, but other kinds of rewards as well. So yeah, I think the right person at the right time. Half a year ago we weren't there yet, but we're growing now. We grew from 4 to 8 circles even. And yeah, now we need to also start thinking about our organization in different ways. So yeah, perfect timing and absolutely lovely to have you on board. And very brave of you to just jump in here also in this meeting, knowing that Rafa and me might not make it with all these people that you haven't met before. So yeah, compliments for that as well. Great start. I'll stop here.
Thank you, Jan.
Jan, we actually did a little introduction about ourselves, so she has met us already.
Oh, you have contact. You have been talking with Monica already.
No, we did a little introduction today before the call started, so she met all of us.
I don't understand. She met all of us, you're saying?
I think go ahead, Mayor, if you want, please.
It's probably me, probably my jet lag. Don't worry about it.
Okay, what I'm saying is, while we're on this call, the first thing we did on the agenda was to introduce ourselves, to what we do, and yeah, so.
Very good call and very good opportunity. All the more pity that not everybody is in this call here, but we'll make up for that the next time, I'm sure.
Yeah, and hopefully Monica will come to more calls and she'll also see
Yeah. But I want to hear you that if all I said makes sense for you. Or if you have some questions about me, I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe I'll just jump in here to break the ice. Thank you so much for coming in to fill this role. I think it's very important for our community. So I think for us, it will be getting to know you. So permit us to use this opportunity to get to know you and how you see life and how you probably do see perspectives on different things, because obviously this whole community will be working with you and we would love to know. So maybe just pass us through what what you think would become of this community with respect to your work with working with the people in the next 6 months to 1 year. How do you see what we look back and be like, wow, in 6 months, in 1 year, this is a difference that your coming in has actually brought into our ecosystem. Sorry, this is not a judgmental question, it's just like trying to know what you're aiming to achieve with us.
Before Monica answers that, I will give a little support here, because I think Monica doesn't have a proper clear view about what we are today and what our strengths and weaknesses are today. So in order to answer that properly, I would say, Monica, but correct me if I'm wrong, that would help to be around for 4 to 6 weeks and be in a couple of meetings like this one and have talked to a number of people. And then you'll find out what can be improved. And then, yeah, you'll probably have a better idea of what might be improved in 6 months. But a very good question nonetheless, Rubio.
Monica, would you like to add something to what Diana
No,
said, or should we?
I think Jan already answered me, because I need to know you better, but I need to hear from you if it makes sense to have this space to cultivate a better connection and to build this trust field that we can be more together and participate and increasing our connections and improving. That's it. But it's important to know you better and to participate in these meetings. And that's it. Thank you, Rubio.
Thank you, Rubio, for the question, for starting out. Judith, please take it over.
Hi, Monica. So nice to meet you.
Hi.
I understand that you may not have a good view of what this community is all about just yet, but I would be extremely interested to know what tools you usually use with your clients to connect them more.
Oh, it's very simple. It's to talk and see and listen and make questions and experiment some practice. It's something like that. It's the essence of connections in human beings and relationships. So
Yeah,
when
go ahead.
Please. Oh, please, that's it.
No, are you planning on doing one-on-one sessions or group sessions or?
That's I plan, but I need to know if it makes sense for you. If do you want to have this space to make these sessions and these workshops or these meetings and special meetings to make this on board in ourselves on board and this work field and help the new persons also to have this kind of onboarding. So it's something like that. We're going to practice together and co-create together.
And what kind of psychology are you focused on currently?
Well, I think it's a patchwork because I love the transsexual. I don't know to translate here in Portuguese, but I'm a systemic. I have a systemic view. I like Jung, and I like this transpessual psychology. So I use the psychology in this work field, in the way that we can open our hearts and our minds and wants to get closer and more connection.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm very excited to see what you will do in this space. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Love to hear you.
Thank you, Judith. Andrea.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Monica. Welcome. I'm really happy to hear that you will be helping with that because I actually was thinking that that was missing. I'm also a psychodramatist, so I'm happy to hear. Yeah. And yeah, I also have many ideas, but we can share later, just the two of us. And yeah, I'm happy to have you here, and I'm willing to hear more from you and what you want to do with the community. And yeah, I'm excited. Thank you.
Wow, I'm more excited to have you and to talk more about all of this, Andrea. We are co-creating together. I will never do something alone, so nice to hear you.
Well, thank you, Andrea. And now we have a question from Jason. I think Jan is already unmuting himself. So go ahead, Jan.
I was just making a quick remark here or an observation. I think in this meeting right now, we're about 50-50 women and men. And I just wanted to make that observation because it's not a goal in itself, it never was. But it's wonderful. It's a wonderful, nice to have, I would say. I hope we can keep that up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm reading Jason here. First of all, I don't think we need to create a circle just away. I think it's better me to know your circles, and inside these circles create this experience of connections with you. I think it would be a very good start to participate more in your meetings and choose one circle to make this experience.
Yeah, I can add a little bit to that as well. I've had this discussion with Raphael a bit, Prezi, Preza, sorry. So it is so we are talking about onboarding, right? And in onboarding Monica, it is also good to onboard you, Monica, as part of a circle, because then you already have some close connections, people you primarily be in contact with. So that's much easier than having somebody started on their own. So we did that not so long ago with Israel, trying to create a new data analytics circle. And we're still stuck on one person, even though we have talked to one or two more people. I would like to have at least one additional person there, by the way. And that makes it very hard for Israel because he's floating in the organization. He doesn't have a lot of grip, and yeah, it would be much better to have some buddies and some people around him. He can easily ask questions where the connections are closer. So I think in general, and this is Raphael's idea, but I agree with him here. It is better to have people start within a circle. And then if it turns out that it's not a one-person job, but a 2 or 3 or 4-person job, then yeah, we might make a decision to say, let's split it off and let's make this a separate, a dedicated, focused circle. At the same time, we might also make the decision to have multiple circles work together more closely because they have overlapping topics like marketing and developer outreach and this event circle. So both things might happen. You might see people splitting off in a separate circle, and you might see circles collaborating more closely. And it's all part of this explorative process where we'll have to find out what works best. And in Monica's case, I would say there's yet another aspect, which is trying to find out what is exactly needed for this job, where the emphasis should lie, and what that should mean. Does that mean indeed having one-on-one talks every period, or does that mean creating very good onboarding documents, or does that mean reaching out to people and make them collaborate on something. I don't know, maybe all of these. But when we have a better idea about that, we also will know better where the affinities and the relations lie within this new role and the existing circles that we already have. So we added Monica right now to the event circle. By the way, there's another reason for that as well. But I also already mentioned I also see a very close connection and hopefully close collaboration with the focus group. But we'll have to see where the emphasis lies. And yeah, we might change that over time, just as we change other things as well, right? So we have a backend automation circle. We didn't always have that. But exactly because of this reason, it made sense due to focus. Yeah, and another reason for why it's so good to have Monica here right now. I'm not sure if I should talk about you in third person or in the second person, Monica, but I'll switch from one to the other.
Go ahead. Okay.
We are diversifying. We are diversified in funding methods, and that will take some time. We need to build that. But lately, we are also thinking very seriously about diversifying communities. This is part of a presentation I will give in the next few days, and I hope to also give it to everybody here, and including the people not here today, right after I come back, because maybe I'll get some more feedback that I can weave into that story. But as we are diversifying communities, and think about having a Latin town hall and people who do the Latin town hall next to the all hands and the regular town hall. It is all the more important to keep those connections strong and to make sure that we have a common denominator and we have something that binds us all together. So yeah, again, a lot of opportunities. I ended this answer with a different thing than I started it out with. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I hope you forgive me.
Yeah, on that, I say even from the presentation Monica gave today, there are some things that were also very similar to the things we need to think about as the event circle. As she was mentioning, combining the process of onboarding new people, but also keep engaging the new community, the current community, keep making sure they are involved in the process. And I think with town halls or open all lands or everything, that's also the challenge. How you create content that is engaging for new people, but also interesting for people that are coming and that or in the community that already have a lot of context and already know a lot. So maybe she can also help us with that within our strategy, and we will try to help her in any way we can with any information she might want or need, or just simply connecting her with whoever she needs to connect to. Yeah.
I think
Thank you.
a good example to everybody here. We are not fixed in our role descriptions or in our circle descriptions. It is changing and it's dynamic. So if we bump in to somebody that we think might add value to our organization, then we can also create role around that if it makes sense. It should make some sense. We don't do that just for the fun of it. That also means for all the people here in this call right now, if you think that maybe another role would fit you better, or maybe not an other role, but a bit more a different emphasis in your current role, that is totally very much open for discussion. I would love to hear that from you, because I'm a big believer in having an organization where we put everybody in the right space, where they can blossom and add value and be proud. But also have an organization that will be flexible enough to give everybody a right place. And some people are, for instance, a little bit easier in their communication or whatever than others. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, but I would love to have an organization in deep funding where we can fit literally, well, almost literally everybody. That would make me very happy and proud. So that's not think that your current role is quite a good fit with what you would like to be done left or solution for the things that I hope we can have those things also done by people who actually like doing them.
Just okay, you're recording now. So as a psychologist, I know that we have a little mind that is consciousness. So I'm hearing you that we are on an open space, but happen that we have a unconscious mind that it's bigger. That in some part in my input, I don't use this open space to talk about my tensions and I don't know, my feelings that that it's difficult to me to express because we have a lot of fear. To here we have a good and open space, but we need to look inside to see, is there any dark or shadow inside of me that is difficulting this open space to express myself, to be more authentic. So this trust field, this inner trust field, and this role in this facilitator role, it's to help people to see this and to look this open space and be brave to express themselves. It's clear what I'm saying.
Yes, I have a question, if I may. I value that open space. I think I hear that you do as well. But could it also be a threat for some people? Might there also people that would flourish more in a more restricted space? And how do we deal with that?
Yeah, that's important to hear their needs, their individual, because there's some people who needs to feel more confident to speak in the restricted in the with viewpoint. So it's important to hear to which the best to express.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some people indeed flourish with a lot of structure, and some people flourish with a lot of freedom. And yeah, it's exactly that challenge, right? That we can make an organization that will fit both types of people. Of course, there are 100 types more, but just to think of these opposites. Yeah. Interesting.
Definitely. And for us, even Monica as well, that would like to know, I have that information as well. What can we do to create spaces where more people feel comfortable to participate and talk, right? Also, Jason, thank you for your question. I left here the link for you to check the circles and see how you can get involved. And yeah, it's great to guys, any more questions for Monica? Anything else anyone wants to add? Now is your chance. I guess no more questions. Well, I think on my side as well, Monica, excited to see what you bring. I think we also need, as you say, you need to find out what's the best way. We also need to find out what's the vision, what's the clarity, how things move forward. But I think it seems that we are all open to co-create new process with you and how to make, I guess, funding better for everyone, hopefully, right? Just to wrap up, maybe I'll just share a little bit about the event circle because it is a time for sharing. So I'll take the initiative and the example, I guess. We've been doing some work on the regional town halls that I don't know if they're going to be called regional town halls anymore or more like community hubs. And yeah, what we want in terms of this, that's the change I want to refer. We're going to probably move more towards a community hub framework where you do the town hall, but you do other things, other initiatives within the region, whatever you feel comfortable doing to the community in the region, and yeah, just onboard more people, I guess, into deep funding as well. And these town halls won't be just in terms of region, it won't be just, I don't know, Africa or LATAM or whatever. It can be about any topic you want. It can be, for example, a town hall focusing on women in AI or a town hall focused on sustainability. Whatever topic that also connects to deep funding and that connects people can actually be a topic to form a community and to try to onboard and create initiatives that focus on that topic. And it's not just region, it's whatever you think is important enough to connect you and to connect the community. If you guys have feedback or anything you want to say, please feel free. Love to hear from you guys. And hopefully we are just finishing the details and soon we can have something more to present. I guess nobody has anything to say. All right. Does anybody else want to share anything about their circle or about what's going on? Is your
Yeah, I would like to.
Oh, go ahead, Ubio.
Okay, yeah, I would like to use this opportunity to ask. Currently, the Deaf Outreach Circle, we are actually having our first hackathon. Registration is currently ongoing. We've had, as of yesterday we checked, we think we've had about 7 registrations from about 5 countries. We want to expand this. We want to see more countries, and at least, if not for anything, have diversity in registration as well. So we would love you guys to help us spread the message, talk to 1 or 2 persons, ask them to register teams, whatever it is, and as we are wait, so we don't know what is going to be like.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ubio, and a great call to action. Yeah, for every one of us to help. Andrea, you also have your hand up. You want to add something?
Yeah, I just want to share that tomorrow at the town hall from Brazil and other parts from Africa.
All right, very important, guys. You can see the town hall, hopefully in the community website. So go check it out. You have the link and you can go watch the presentation. You'll probably need to speak a little bit of Spanish, I guess, or understand at least.
Yeah, just also in an open space on Saturday. So guys, if you're in there through the deep funding Twitter channel, so yeah, we would be exploring and having on the space.
Awesome. Ubio, maybe you or Andrea, maybe you can send us also a link for the space whenever you have it. We can add it to the community website and you can just be there if it's going to happen as well.
Yeah, I think today we will have the link.
Awesome. Yeah, and you were unmuting yourself earlier. Do you still want to say something? You're still muted.
The answer is no. I think I can't say a lot, but I'll leave that to next time. I think this whole community thing is very important, could be a real driver of growth and dynamics to deep funding. I think this hackathon also fits in that diversification strategy very well. I'm really very positively surprised you already have 7 people participating or 7 teams participating, because to be honest, the topic that serves, what is it? Time series predictions? No, I don't know the exact term anymore.
Risk awareness.
Let's be honest. Risk awareness. Let's be honest here, it's not the most sexy thing, right? So I was afraid it might be hard to find teams and people to be engaging in that. So yeah, job really good done. I'm impressed already. And yeah, with Andrea, with you presenting that in Latin, would be great if we could get even a few more. But yeah, I think if 7 or let's say 10 people would join, I think that's a perfect result for this topic and the first hackathon. Great.
Right. Also, yeah, and quick question as we are here. Or maybe for Judith, I don't know. Do we still have openings in the marketing circle? Just wondering to tell Jason, or are we closing those positions already?
I'm not 100% sure. Rafael is creating a meeting on that. And on one hand, we want to have 1 or 2 drivers that take the lead in the content generation. At least that is my deep felt wish. On the other hand, we want to have a wider group of people that can be on and off and may have a particular speciality. And yeah, that group can still grow. I don't think that needs to be restricted. And maybe some people have more time in Q1 and other people in Q2 or whatever. So it's always good to have some flexibility and some overlap. And how we figure out exactly if we have 1 or 2 allocate that available is something, well, it's a luxury problem at first. Secondly, that's something we need to figure out also with those new lead figures. So we're looking into that. I'm not sure where we are. I think might disrupt the progress a little bit. But anybody who already submitted, it's not lost. We're working on it. We will, if we haven't done already, we will contact you very soon, and then we'll organize something. But if you still want to have something, not an opening, because you never know what might occur. Maybe there's something there that struck our eyes that we think, oh, actually, we should have had this all along. And something may occur within a circle that 1 or 2 or 3 people suddenly are not available anymore for any reason. Then it's always good to have already some people there that we could reach out to. So I would say it's always good to submit your application if you're interested.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Jan. And you've heard it, Jason. Well, I think we are wrapping it up, right, guys? And unless anyone else has anything else to say, to add, or anything to I guess not. So thank you all so much for coming here. Thank you, Monica, for the presentation. I mean, I have to thank everyone who unmuted themselves and asked questions. That's exactly what we want. So thank you for being here. Thank you for speaking. And I hope to see you next week on the town hall at 8 p.m. UTC Thursday. Well, and have a great week.
Recruitment that I just remembered, we definitely
right.
more community experts. So I'm very certain of that. So that will be an ongoing effort. So if you know somebody who would like to apply for that particular role, send them to us. We can use them.
Right. That's the application in the review
that's the
circle.
last part.
All right. You've heard it, everyone. So thank you so much. Have a great week and bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
See you.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.